Hi, this is Amaya. I'm not sure what's going on, but I am here in Houston, and I'm just in the inside of my storage unit right now. Today is supposed to be Tuesday. I believe it's November the 23rd, is it, or something like that? 2021. But I don't know what's going on here in America. But I'm just this is all the remains of an eight room house that I have in Vegas. Imagine going to the grocery store and coming back and somebody just took over your whole identity, stole everything in your house, and took the house for that matter. And there's nothing you can do about it. The entire Congress knows about it, but I guess they choose to play the game as well. So maybe it was them who came up with the fake Samaya to steal all these cases. We know Trump stole the case in Florida. We know they stealing all these here, civil cases. Well, my cases are still pending. The real Samaya. I sued that straw person name, so no one else should not be using my name other than the real Samaya, which is me here. And so anybody else stealing my identity and my name, then they technically are supposed to be in a grave violation. Also, I filed the identity theft form that was September 2016. That was for my daughters, for my brother John Hoffman, and again, both of my daughters, and that someone is using and stolen, seized their properties, blocked their properties, and stealing their identity. So all that stuff should have been returned. But again, I guess here in America, people, they just doing what they want to do here in Congress. Everybody is. So again, I am stuck here in Houston without funds, without work, and this is the leftovers of the remains of the eight-room home that I have in Las Vegas. I came out here because, as you can see, that's an orange leather jacket. That's a designer suit. I won't go in the inside of these bags. But this is a laptop, the case to my laptop, and these are a bunch of books that I've been studying since I've been on the road. There's some rain boots over there. This is another piece of luggage here. There's some rain boots down there, and so on. A little blanket. I had that blanket handmade there. This bag here, and I just don't want to move it, but as you can see, it says hair weave. That's all my grannies, all my uniforms and stuff are in that bag. And just stuff. It's just too much to go into, just stuff. But one of the reasons why I came out here, because I have a couple pieces that are very sentimental to me, and I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of them. And I say that because I kept a few things. Say, for instance, if the house did burn up, or if I didn't get back or whatever, I had them in a certain place already. So I had a baby doll that's almost or near the same age as my youngest daughter. We call her Molly, and Molly is up here. She's a glass doll. She's a porcelain doll. You guys hear me talk about Molly all the time. And so are some other stuff that I have. Being that they have already caused me to lose, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 storage units. 2 of them I had in Las Vegas on a street called Cyrus, and that was unit 309 and 310. I had those storage units since 2007 when I first opened up Granny's. So I had those 2 storage units, and then last year in 2020, right before I left Las Vegas, I had a storage unit. I believe it was 4001 maybe, and it was at Freedom Storage in Las Vegas. And then when I got to St. Louis, Missouri, because Las Vegas only had one plan or intention for my life, they wanted to see me homeless. So those people in Las Vegas, they were intentionally trying to get me to sleep on the street. So I had no choice but to leave Las Vegas in 2020. I worked the entire year at a salon there off of Martin Luther King, but they had no intentions for my life other than to see me living on the streets as they do with all the other people in Vegas. Now imagine that, me being this gifted in the hair industry. My hands are blessed. My hands have been blessed all my life. It's not a style out there in any magazine that I cannot do. And so imagine that you just wake up one morning, somebody just to say, you know, F you, I just want to be you, I want to steal your identity and take over your whole life, and or whatever America's doing, trying to steal back the country, using or looking like somebody, or whatever is going on. I'm not sure what's going on, but it just appeared to be so much mess going on here in Vegas. And no one never gave me, in America, no one else gave me a dime. I never got a grant or loan from America. So my business were truly, I was truly an individual. I'm still am an individual, independent individual. And so, and always have been. Like I said, I never got a grant or a loan or anything. I always worked my way. Everybody that knows somebody knows she puts in 18 hours a day or 20 hours a day, some days even 24 hours a day. And for those who know grannies know that sometimes grannies, we always open 7 days a week, and we close only 3 days out the year. So I hustle my ass off all my life, and now to be staying here in an apartment with my daughter, a 1 bedroom apartment with her when I have a home. They told what Las Vegas has done, the blacks in Las Vegas, particularly the politicians and others, what they have done was taken millions away from me. My brand is worth millions, if not billions. That Granny's brand, that New Soul brand, the Mom's brand, and so on and so forth. This is worth millions, if not billions. My house is over $1 million right now, especially being due to the marketing, the media marketing target stuff. So in a natural sense, it's probably at about $500,000, but it's worth far more than that right now. And so I have a franchise and I have so many other things, but my assets are in the billions, if not more. Just a huge substantial amount of money. And for them to just take all of that and just to leave me here in this apartment, it's just something has to be terribly wrong in America. I mean, I know we live in racism, but it's my own black people too who's doing most of the damage. I don't know. I can't tell you where my daughter is, where she lives, or nothing. I don't know. Well, she's in Dallas. I did stay in an apartment with her last month for about a month in Dallas, but her whole behavior since she went off to school is just so not like her anymore. But you know, this is not about her. This is about my property law, in which Missouri did order and mandate in the final orders for the people in America to restore my life back, to give me a critical restoration for that digital implementation, get me out of this digital virtual world that they had me in, and some other stuff. But yet everybody seemed to be playing games like I'm some type of toy of theirs or item. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on here in America, other than everybody seems to be sleeping or something. I feel like sometimes I'm the only one that's awake and all the rest of them are sleeping. Something is terribly wrong in this place. But being that I lost, let's get back to why I'm making this video. Being that I lost so many storage units, and I'm not sure where this is going from day to day. I can't even pay my cell phone bill. Both daughters agreed to give me a certain amount of money every month, but of course they're not their own selves and somebody else is controlling them. And so, and even if they had intentions, they can only do so much. So to keep from having to depend on them, and because I've been so independent all my life, I shouldn't be dependent on them either. I've tried to work here in Houston, or in every place that I've been for that matter. I've tried to work, but being that everything is electronically being done, and some of these white boys are just really having a fun being able to control niggas electronically and blocking my life electronically. So some of these here racist white folks, they just having a blast. They got the first time in life they got a chance to really to ruin a black person's life, and they think that they can do it with no consequences, that they were given permission to lynch niggas electronically. So some of these white boys too have gotten on board, and they are really having a blast. I say that because when I was in St. Louis and Las Vegas and else places, the only people that were blocking me from working were all the whites, all the white establishments. And then Las Vegas was white and Mexican establishments. One guy on Kings Highway in St. Louis, Missouri said, I went there to go and rent this salon, look at this building. And he made it clear that we're not renting out anything on Kings Highway. Something to do with that king. They hated. These white people hating. And so they said, we're not renting out anything on the whole stretch of Kings Highway. And we talking about 50 miles. If Kings Highway in St. Louis runs so long, it's unreal. But he said they not renting anything out on Kings Highway because they don't even want a black associated with the word Kings in St. Louis. And so again, that was all of the white people who was blocking me from working in Missouri. So getting back to the storage, I'm thinking about, I only have like 3 pieces in here that are really sentimental. One was the dial because she's very old. She's brand new, a porcelain dial, very expensive at the time. But I would much rather go ahead and get rid of her. Just maybe, I hate to do it, Molly, but I think at some point, even if I can't do it today, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Molly. Then I have a china set that belongs to my mom, who the lady that raised her and Molly had it in her life for a long time. My mom said she remembers seeing that set from as early as when she was 9 years old. And so she had that set, and so this set is over 100 years old, if not more. I don't know exactly how old it is. So, but I have it because my mom wanted me to have it. So I have that one, and then I have my own china set. But so those are 3, and maybe even 4 pieces. There's a pair of clippers. My mom gave me a clear china set and a pair of clippers that you have to manually squeeze together to cut hair with. Almost look like a miniature lawnmower or something. You have to squeeze it in order to cut the hair. But my mom gave me both of those pieces, and I think I'm going to go ahead and at some point just get rid of them because I've lost so many other storages and other things that were very sentimental I don't want them to have this too. I just recently last month lost a storage in Missouri. My daughter promised to pay, but again, when the time comes, she can't pay. And so I don't know if it's just a trick they doing or getting them to, okay, just mom, come here, stay here, and then we'll get your house. But then when I get here, it's something completely different, all that kind of stuff, which I'm not faulting them at all. I love them to pieces, and they shouldn't have to give me anything because I'm a healthy, able-bodied who wants to work, love to work, and who is a very, very gifted in hair. And so, but the people in Las Vegas are just threatening me. They want me to bow down regardless. So now they want me to go back to work. So they stole my franchise. So they stole the franchise. And as Lawrence Weekly would say in Las Vegas, he said the only way somebody's going to make it in Las Vegas is you have to get his blessings. And so now these people since 15. Now this has been going on since 15. My business, I don't know what's going on with it. They just stole the business, stole the house. I have a truck with the full title. They just stole all of that. And so my business is just sitting there. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but their plan is to make me go to work. So they want to take me off my franchise. Imagine you going to Mr. Wynn or MGM or Mr. Caesars or any of those casinos, and you just go and just electronically kidnap them, take the kids, take all their vehicles, take all your money, take all their homes, take everything, and then tell them we want you to go work at McDonald's for about 5 years, and then we'll allow you to come back up. So that's kind of what the black politicians in Las Vegas is doing. So they wanted me to bend to them, bow down and kiss their ass. Illuminati's, whoever they call themselves are, but the Illuminati status is revoked in Las Vegas, and it's been that way since 13. But the black politicians now are these, I guess they got some kind of black mob they want to do now in Las Vegas. And so in order for me to make it in life, I have to kiss Lawrence Weekly ass and get his blessings. I got to bend down to the Cheneys. I got to bend down to the president of the NAACP and all the other black folks that put Trump in office in Las Vegas. Because the girl used to be my friend for 12 years. She put Trump in office. Her and her family put Trump in office. So, and then they're the same family been friends with Barack for a long time. So I'm involved in a whole bunch of political bullshit for real. I can't believe in this day and age all this craziness is going on. All of this. So again, I made a video. I came out here really to intentionally just go ahead and get rid of all my sentimental value things, because I much rather throw them in the trash than for them to keep stealing storage units. They can stole the whole house full of furniture. They can stole 4 storage units and everything else. But I suppose they need all that to try to be somebody, which I don't really understand why would they take that, because everybody, this is so stupid on their behalf. I know if everybody had a certain amount of money, no matter how fine our houses are or how nice our homes are, if we got to hold to a substantial amount of money, we going to say hell with that shit anyways, and everybody going to go get something better anyway. So let's say you maybe be a celebrity or something. Let's say you are Beyonce or whomever may be. And now you just been given money more than the Rothschilds or something. She got to step her game up. Everybody gonna step their game up. Be it a new house, new furniture, new cars, new environment, new friends, new. You have to step your game up. So why would someone walk around here pretending to be somebody with tons of money and still want that raggedy ass furniture? See, something is wrong with these people here in America. Something is terribly wrong with these folks. But now that these white folks got a hold to these what they call guns, electronic means of sabotaging a person's life, and they think they have the rights to do it. Now they really showing their true color. They really showing the hate for the niggas. They true colors by blocking me. And then black always been jealous and envy that crab in the bucket, that old Willie Lynch stuff. They just, between the both of them, it's just unreal. Between the blacks being so jealous and envy of one another, they don't want to see nobody else get on top. But rock only want to just, I guess, I don't know. But they don't want to see nobody else get ahead. They still have that Willie Lynch crabs in a barrel kind of thing. And so my success just is really irking the hell out of them. My success just, they got so jealous and envy of my success in Las Vegas too. They just couldn't take it no more. They just wanted to see me down. Not only did they want to see me down, they want to age me because they're so ugly. They're wanting to age me and figure if they age me, they could take away my beauty because my beauty just really offends them. My beauty bothers them and it offends them. Something fierce. So I'm not sure what's wrong with these here people here in America. Something is terribly wrong with. Maybe they're all sleeping. Maybe I pray to God it is just everybody's in some type of virtual world because their behaviors is not making any sense. I think all of them need to be in a mental institution. And as you can see, I'm just here in this apartment building. Across the street, there's nothing. It's just open land, so I can't walk. And then that do you see that light right there? That's not a real sun. That's just like a laser beam, and all it does is follow me around 24/7. And so it's hard for me to walk. I just because that just follows me around. It burns me. It's burned to the point where I can't walk. It's not like a sun. It's like a laser beam is the best way I can describe it. Like today, our weather is only the high is only supposed to be 71 degrees. So that's too much sun for 71 degrees. And not only is it 71 degrees in November, that's the high. That's some really perfect kind of weather for most people. It's perfect. You don't have to worry about it being beaming hot. But if you had a thermometer and you put it on my skin or my face right now, I'll probably be at 100 or something degrees. The heat index on my face would be 100 degrees. And then do you see that little dot and then that little sun right there? All of that stuff, I don't know what that is, but it's every day you come out here at the same time, you're going to see that little green speck and you're going to see that little fake sun right there. But it's some type of something from HARP, a laser beam from HARP, or something weird is going on. But all it does is only when I come outside, it can be raining, it can be cool out, it can be dull, it can be foggy, it can be whatever. But when I step back out on this porch, that light is going to come and it's like a beam. It just burns the daylight out of me. So now they're using the sun that kind of holds me prisoner, hold me hostage. Here is how they took away the truck. I have the original title. Maybe I'll go look in this here bag and get the original title to my truck. Ewing Brothers said I owe them almost $11,000 to get my truck. Now he did acknowledge that he got a cease and desist letter to stop those payments from occurring daily. He got that and he told me he got it. But yet he still continued to let it rise. And then when I asked him about it last year, he said almost what was it? Almost 11 or some change, or 10, like almost $12,000 to get my truck from a towing. So I understand that I was your little media marketed target, that those in politics playing the killing game or the crime game. I was the one who they chose next to be a target for their crime game. So I understand. I understand that that's how the blacks got in politics is by stepping on my head first. So I understand in my child head. I understand that's how they use us to get in politics in the beginning. So all of it is just it's just messed up because you're dealing with a person who has been self-sufficient all of her life. You're dealing with a person who's been in business all of her life. You're dealing with a person who's been in business before the kids was even born. And yet I got to go through all of this. You're dealing with a person who never asked nobody for nothing. And so, but the blacks got a problem with me living a lavish lifestyle. I can make more money than the president. And so they have a problem with me living a lavish lifestyle. Well, I live that lavish lifestyle because I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't rip and run the streets. I'm not hoeing, I'm not prostituting, I don't get involved in stuff, I don't have friends, I don't do the Atlanta Housewives everyday friendship. Matter of fact, I don't do none. Once in a blue moon, I may invite a person, maybe a friend over from time to time every blue moon. Or something like that, but I don't have time to hang out because I have 2 and 3 businesses in the fire. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a chain salon owner, franchise owner. I have my own corporation, and I have my own mom's organization, and mom's is kind of like a newly formed Eastern Star. I have seen the stars in the East, but I just have so much going on. I don't have time for these little petty black folks or these little racist white people. I just don't really have time for that. I've been a loner all my life, but I'm okay with being alone. I love being to myself. I love being by myself. But I've never been held hostage before. This is my first time being held hostage. I've never been without transportation. I've never been without money. I can't even get a food stamp or welfare check or income tax or my unemployment tax. I was in a car accident. They took that money. Wells Fargo gave me $20,000 for something that they did. The lady wrote up the complaint for me for something she did. They took that money. I mean, them black politicians in Las Vegas are taking absolutely every dime. Again, I can't get a food stamp. I can't get a no kind of a check. I don't care what it is. Everybody on the planet Earth can get a monthly stipend except for Somalia. Everybody on planet Earth have the right. They're an alien rights, God-given rights, the constitutional rights, and rights from the law and everything else to work. But they have such a problem with me working. They have such a problem with my glamour, with me being beauty, with my fashion. I had 99 problems, but a dick won't one. All of them got the gay men hate the fact that I can get any man I want. The ugly girls hate the fact that they can't get a man and I can. It just was a bit much in Las Vegas. I think that might have been the worst mistake I could have made was moving to Las Vegas. Now you got the people that's presidents and Congress members who are jealous of one girl. Presidents and Congress members are jealous of little bit old me, somebody. Like, for real, y'all? And I'm so busy when I am working and doing what I have to do. I'm so busy. I'm so in tune into me. I don't see what they're doing. I can care less what they do. I can care less what y'all thinking, what you're doing. Because I just enjoy being me. I love being me. I love spending time with me. I'm so in love with me. I love every scar, every wrinkle, everything on my body. I love me some Samaya. You hear me? I love me. This is the real Samaya talking. And I love myself. I love myself. I'm not trying to be like you people. I'm not worried about y'all. I don't care what y'all doing. I don't care about the Joneses. And for white folks who don't know what that means, is that the Joneses are people who they want to be like, or who you may envy, or who you whatever, or somebody who's making more money than you. Those are the Joneses. I stay in my lane. I could care less about the Joneses because I may admire some of those Joneses. I may even want what some of the stuff that they want, but I'm so focused. I have such a tunnel vision on what I'm doing. I may just creep up and be like the Joneses, but I'm not trying to mimic the Joneses. Everybody came in, thought they could mimic everything I did, and they done screwed up the whole world because now everybody is living off of one brain. And I think that is absurd. I think that is crazy. The whole entire world depends on one brain. Everything I say, they make a movie. Everything I do, they write a song. If that ain't the craziest stuff ever, when you can get into everybody's minds on YouTube, because we all sharing everything on YouTube. Everybody put their ideas on YouTube. Everybody put their techniques on YouTube. Now, to be in one head, I think it's more than just stealing the idea, because that part ain't making sense. I think it's just one of those presidents really wants my intellectual property, or somebody above the president really wants my intellectual property, because, or they just don't want the fact to be known that I'm supposed to be a pure-hearted person. According to the Interpol over in the UK, I have their letter that they sent me. I'm supposed to be a pure-hearted individual, and somebody is really jealous about that and don't want me. The fact that I'm a dime piece and pure heart. Oh, those blacks in Las Vegas about to lose their mind. And no politicians in Las Vegas. That's gonna make them drop for them to. I'm a pure-hearted and an entrepreneur, a good-spirited person, and a dime. Oh yeah, they about to lose their mind. Well, I tell y'all what, people, just give me a little corner somewhere over there. Put me on an island. Let me make me my own island, so that my beauty, my qualities, my spirit, my heart does not offend y'all.